What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beat the market one trade at a time. For you Market Marauders, investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so we jumping into top penny stocks under $1. So let's get into it. First is ticker sign TRCH, and that is for Torchlight. They ended the day at 73 cents. Then after hours went up to 74 cents. Overall, they did touch 75 cents today, so they ended pretty close to their day high for today. They are bullish. So on the channel, I have indicators for whether stock is bullish or bearish. Two of them. So the first one is if the moving average 10 line is above the moving average 50 and 100, which is this purple and yellow line. So the moving average 10 being this red line is above the moving average 50 and 100, which is this purple and yellow line. So the first one has a confirmation. Second one, I look to see if VWAP is above the moving average 10, which it is. So the lime green line being VWAP is above the moving average 10. So I would say that this stock is on a bullish uptrend at the current moment. I also like to give background information on the stock, so let's jump into that. Background information, which I think is pretty huge news. This came out the 23rd. It says that Torchlight eliminates $1,100,953 worth of debt, which I think is fantastic for a company to eliminate that much amount of debt, especially considering, some companies may not be making as much money as they did previously, but elimination of debt in general for any company, especially this large amount, I think is a very good thing for a company to grow and to expand the company as a whole. So that's why I have them on my watch list. Next, before I jump to the next one, make sure you go check out the Patreon page. I have a link down below in the description if you want to get daily watch lists, as well as live streams and one-on-one. So make sure you go check that out in the description down below. And also, if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below in the description where you can do that as well. Next one is ticker sign PTN for Palatine, so not Palantir, Palatine. It touched 89 cents. So on the 22nd, it went up to 89 cents and kind of has gone sideways since then. Ended the day at 78 cents. Then after hours went down to 76 cents. But overall, still bullish in my opinion, denoted by the moving average 10 line being above moving average 50 and 100. But I think it has a tad bit bearish downtrend, which it seems to end most days on a bearish downtrend, and then it goes back up the next day. So I'm not too worried about that. But it went down where it touched 810 today, then went down a little bit to end at the 76 cent level, but VWAP is still below the moving average 10. So that's why I'm giving it bullish with a bearish downtrend. But if this VWAP can go up in the morning and go above the moving average 10, then I would say, yeah, it's a confirmation of another bullish run up. So definitely going to be looking for that in the morning. It's not always the case. So, that's just one of the indicators that I use, but it's not law. So if we see right here, VWAP goes above moving average 10, and then the bullish up run begins. But on here, we could see VWAP definitely didn't go above, but it still was a bullish uptrend. So, these are just indicators that I use. You can use whichever one you like. This is also based on the 30-minute chart, so you can use whichever one you like as well. Bear in mind, this is not financial advice, so this is just for educational purposes. If you'd like to contact a certified CPA, make sure you do one in your local city or town or wherever you're located. But this is just for educational purposes, so just bear that in mind. Background information on them. This article came out pretty recently. It was on the 15th. So it says Palatine Technologies announces positive results from its phase 2 study of PL9643 in patients with dry eye disease. So they're a pharmaceutical company, and they make this pharmaceutical for dry eye syndrome. So it's in phase 2. Next it's going to go to phase 3, and then they'll have NDAs, which is a new drug application, and then they'll just follow that process where they get, try to get acceptance from the FDA. So that's kind of down along the lines. What I'm looking for this company is a phase 3. Give more updates on their phase 2 and then their phase 3 and then that initial NDA. So definitely keep my eyes on this one as time goes on. And that's why I have them on my watch list. Next, we have Staffing 360, which is ticker sign STAF. They are bearish, denoted by the moving average 10 line and VWAP being below the moving average 50 and 100. So definitely going to be looking at this one for some potential movement. Not expecting much from them, but overall bearish at the time of this video. So if we go on here, if we look back in the past, they've been up to like $1, but they fell off significantly and kind of ran sideways at this 60 to 70 cent level. So they've kind of oscillated between this level, running sideways. Going into background information on them, we can see that they announced the closing of a $2.9 million public offering of common stocks and execute in full underwriters option to purchase an additional shares. So they closed that, $2.9 million. So they basically have money to, strategize. I'm definitely going to be looking for, and this article came out the 29th, so it's pretty new. I'm definitely going to be looking for a strategic plan of this company moving forward. I think, they potentially have, money, but not really a direction for how they're going to increase sales. So I'm definitely going to be looking for that as time goes on. And that's why I have them on my watch list. I think the company definitely has potential to grow, but I would just like to see that in writing, the steps that they're going to do to increase, sales or a strategic plan forward. Lastly, on here, we have ticker sign SEAC for SeaChange International. They did start the day off at 98 cents, so they were a penny stock. So you may be saying, why is this on here? Is it $1.04? It did start off as a penny stock, so that's why I have it on my watch list. It started off the day, let's see, around 98 cents, then went all the way to $1.10. And then kind of went sideways to go to $1.04, and then went up 1 more cent after hours to $1.05. So that's why I have them on here for stocks under $1, because it did start the day under $1. So going on here, we see that the moving average 10 is above moving average 50 and 100, and it's been on a pretty steady bullish uptrend for quite a while. So if you look back around even the 23rd, it's been on a bullish uptrend. So that's good news. So even though you see this staggered going down, it's kind of followed that pattern for quite a while. So you see it goes down, shoots up, runs sideways, goes up, goes down, and shoots up. So I feel like it's following that trend. VWAP is still below the moving average 10. So I would say it still has a bearish downtrend just based on that. But if we can see the VWAP cross the moving average 10 tomorrow morning, then I would say, okay, it's beginning another bullish uptrend, which is the same thing right here. So if we see that happen, then I will have my confirmation of it being bullish. Background information on them. This article came out December 10th, so it's not the freshest article, but just basically talking about their third quarter 2020 financial or 2021 financial results. So it says revenue backlog at the quarter ended was 21.9 million compared to 20 million in the prior year. So they basically have getting more and more backlogged as time goes on, which you could say is a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing to see that orders and stuff are coming in. Gross profit was 2.8 million compared to 1.8 million in the prior quarter. So that means that they gained $1 million more in profit quarter over quarter. Total operating expenses were 7.3 million compared to 8.0 million in the previous quarter, which means that they're spending less money, and 13 million in the same period last year. So put those things together, they have a bunch of orders that they need to get to, which is not guaranteed money, but it's money that they can use as revenue. Then their gross profit is increasing, which is basically them being able to do more orders as the year goes on. And then their total operating expenses is going down. So those three metrics to me, I think, are good things for the company as a whole. And I expect them to go up from here. And I definitely can see why they touched $1.10 just from those three metrics alone. So those are the stocks, penny stocks under $1, with one exception, I should say. Make sure you go check out the Patreon page as well, where you can do more live streams and daily watch lists down below in the description. And if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks again, that's down in the description below as well. Good luck to everybody out there trading, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.